I don't ever see myself going to jail again. I don't ever see myself hurting somebody unless I have to. You know what I mean? I'm still a man, and I still have pride, and I still have morals, and I still big on protecting my name. I always been solid. Like, I ain't no punk, no rat, none of that. I always been solid. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna stay that way to the end.
It's not an interview. It's a conversation. Hue Hef, have you heard the perfect rap album?
The perfect rap album. I ain't gonna lie, niggas suck. But who's the perfect rap album? I gotta say, I got one of them. Few of my guys got, you know what I mean? Got some of them. But I used to like Cam, Dipset, you know what I mean? Jay, Hard Knock Life, you know what I mean? A lot of different shit. Big had a crazy album that, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, Wu Tang. They had a crazy album, but not too many niggas got crazy albums, but yeah, like that.
If you should pick one, which one would it be?
Excuse me, I forgot the Locks. We Are the Streets was crazy.
Okay.
That was our come up right there. You
But
know what I mean?
Is it a perfect album?
Perfect album.
Yeah.
You can listen to that whole joint. And now for the new era, you got Pop Smoke. His album too, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of other niggas are sad.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, so something that's trending, right? A lot of rappers are doing it. Sitting down and recording. Is that something you do?
Niggas is lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I think it takes away from the emphasis in your voice. You know what I mean? Like, I seen a lot of singers sit down and shit. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, we not singing the blues. We rappers. Like, stand up, my nigga. Do your thing. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. But, you know, to each his own, man. However you do your craft is how you do your craft. You know what I mean?
Right.
I stand up and rap. You know what I mean? I'm old school. I'm from the staircase right on the paper plate, paper bag if I ain't have a piece of paper ever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Battling my niggas in the hallways type. Me and my boy Cash used to go at it all the time. You know what I mean? A lot of other niggas, me, Sun God, whoever, everybody who rap used to go at it. Like, it was like gladiator school. Like, if you wasn't nice, you couldn't come over there. Hit. If you was a Migo, we would have laughed at you, my nigga. You couldn't make it out here in Staten Island. You ain't had no bars. You had to go home.
Right.
Wow.
Now, what inspired you to, like, say, I want to be a rapper?
I mean, seeing was believing, watching the Wu Tang niggas do their thing. We was the babies in the videos, watching them do the videos like that. That was inspiration. Then me, you know, being in Harlem, watching the Dips do it like that, you know what I mean? That was the first inspiration, you know what I mean? And then my mom's taught me how to rap when I was like 7, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, all of that was inspiring, but the real oomph of inspiration was the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, your mom's taught you how to rap?
At 7 years old.
Were you trying to be like a child star, or was she a rapper?
My mom's was a rapper. My mom's was from Harlem, you know what I mean? And the whole movie Paid in Full and all that. My parents, they was around that time. My pops and Alpo, they were cool, you know what I mean? Alpo put my moms through school, like that, before all that extra that he did and all that, you know what I mean? And
what's her name?
My mom's Chili D, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? And my pops was Hue B.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm named after my father. You know what I mean? I threw the Hef on there because some people be illiterate. They said my name. My name is Hugh, spelled H-U-G-H. But niggas used to call me Huge, Hug, all kind of dumb shit. I had to be like Hue Hef. That was the only way niggas understood my name. So I started running with Hue Hef, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right, so you started rapping. From there, what transpired into you getting like the Wu Tang deal, or what was it, Wu Tang?
Yeah, Wu Tang. I had the Wu Music Group situation, and then I took 36 Chambers situation.
Right.
And
so like break that down. Like take me there.
Okay.
They like you.
They watch me come up. Yeah, they watch me come up, and I'm one of them niggas who got balls. I embarrassed a lot of rappers out here, you know what I mean? And I'm not chewing my own horn. I know what I'm good at. I ain't no NBA star, but I got balls. I could rap. You step in the ring with me, 9 out of 10 times, you better catch me on an off day when I don't feel like it, because you're gonna lose. So the Clan, they was shooting a video one day at 280. One of them Goose and like Isaac Hayes, one of them videos, I think. And some guy was like, yo, my boy Hef rap. And I spit, went crazy. Ghost was like, oh, all right. Another day, Park Hill, legendary Park Hill day. I one of my mans on stage, battled him. You know what I mean? Shout out my boy Envy, man. My boy Envy. It is what it is, Envy. I love you, but you remember what happened. I was 13. You know what I mean? I went stupid. And the whole hood knew I had bars, and niggas liked me for that. I always was a likable nigga, little cool fat nigga, running around niggas. I was around all the gangsters. All the gangsters loved me, and, I grew up to become one. But, like that, the whole Wu. My Uncle Fresh, he was an OG, an old school gangster that grew up with the Clan, and him, RZA, Divine, all of them niggas grew up with each other, you know what I mean? So he brought me around the 36 Chamber studio years ago, 05 type. And I cut a record there. Bobby was like, yo, we gonna do something one day, you know what I mean? And we definitely did. We got together, you know what I mean? And started doing some things. They threw me on the Wu album. The Saga continues. I was on Deck album, Cap album. Me and Ghost got some shit on the soundtrack.
Let's backtrack, because I like to talk about contracts, paperwork.
Yeah.
Take me to that day. Like, did you ever sign anything?
The first day I signed the Wu Music Group contract.
So take me to that day.
Okay.
Was it an office? What was the setting like?
Okay, so yeah, we was in the office, and me, Fresh, my Uncle Fresh, Divine had sent them the contract for Wu Music Group, and Fresh brought it to me, and I signed that contract. But to be honest, I was in the streets. I was outside, you know what I mean? I was out there getting money. I got locked up for a direct sale.
Hold on. So what was the contract consist of?
The contract, me remembering the contract was
Was it 10 albums?
It was a 1 year contract.
1 year. Okay.
It was a 1 year contract, and honestly, no, I don't remember the numbers because this is the first contract, and this was years ago. But it was a 1 year contract, and that was that. You know what I mean? I signed that one, and then I ended up getting in trouble.
So wait, it's 1 year contract. Like what was it? An album? A single deal?
Yeah, it was an album. It was an album. Yeah.
Did you actually start that album?
I started it, and we had our own studio back then. I started the album. I had production from Mathematics. Shout out to Math. Production from I forgot dude name. Falling Down, some shit like that. A few other dudes, you know what I mean? And yeah, I started the album, but that album never came out. I never got to finish it. I got in, like I said, I got in trouble.
Right. So now, was there like an advance, or did you get any money to start this album?
Honestly, we didn't even get there. I just signed the contract, and I was making the album before I signed and everything, you know what I mean? Because we had everything in the works, and we didn't even get there, bro. To be honest, I got locked up, you know what I mean? And that kind of fucked everything up for me.
So now, your honest opinion, when you signed that contract, did you understand anything?
Yeah, I got a good lawyer named Mariam Kamara. Shout out to her, you know what I mean? She worked with a lot of big labels. So whatever I didn't understand, she made me understand. You know what I mean? Like that. That was the first contract though.
So you didn't complete the album because you get locked up?
Yeah, exactly. And that contract became void. So, and this is why I ended up getting a second offer.
Okay, so before you got the second offer, you got locked up?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Regularly, I was outside, I was hustling for a while, out there getting money, and I had made a direct sale 6 months prior. I got arrested for it already, so it is what it is. It's public records now. And I was on my way to a photo shoot. Police came from everywhere and snatched my ass up. You know what I mean? And they lied. They lied to me.
So wait, you was on the block.
About to hop in the
So
car, go to a photo shoot. Oh, so when that happened.
yeah.
All right, so it was a regular client that I dealt with for some years. And this particular time, he pulled up. The nigga pulled up and had a different nigga in the car that I've never seen before. So I come to the car, me moving fast. I stop him down. What up? What up? Everything good? Who that? Oh, yo, this is my coworker. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, who you, bro? Where you from? Oh, yo, I forgot his name. Yo, I think Jay. Yo, I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn? You want what you out here for? They got bigger bags in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like, you want? And he like had like $200. Like, who the spends $200 on dubs? You gonna get 5 grams or something at that time. You know what I mean? So I caught on, red flag. And from there, I'm like, then I started to notice everywhere I went, when I'm leaving, the Knox pull up. On the other side of the island, Arden, Bloomingdale, wherever I went, and I'm leaving, I'm like, they tracking my phone. So I had quit. I stopped hustling, all that. You know what I mean? And I had the music jumping, and, I thought I was all right. You know what I mean? And that shit caught up to me. The niggas came and snatched my ass. I mean, and they lied, talking about I had a
From
warrant.
that same situation.
Yeah, they lied, talking about I had a warrant for a fucking ticket or something. But the way they came, it was deeper than that. You know what I mean? As soon as I in the morning, you see the fucking legal aid and they tell you your charges and shit. Like, oh, shit, it's over.
Right.
I'll my deal up, I'll everything up. So, yeah, that's what happened with that first situation. You know what I mean?
Like, how much time did you do on that?
Honestly, I got offered probation. Okay. So I bailed out. And I took that probation because I had the music situation, and my main thing was to get back outside so I could do this music. And I wouldn't have took probation if I ain't had that, because I probably would have did a little 1-3, something like that, and been home. But I ended up doing 6 years probation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And solid nigga. You know what I mean? Like, you could check rap sheet, all public records. Never told on nobody, never have, never will. And I took that 6 years probation.
Okay. Now, a lot of rappers would like to get your opportunity, right? Even just to sign a 1-year deal. What made you want to hustle after that deal?
No, I hustled before that deal.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, you continue. Like, why would you continue?
No, I didn't continue. I stopped. I actually stopped, and it just caught up to me 6 months later. I stopped hustling right before all of this happened, because we were in the works of talking and working things out. The contract was coming. I'm working on the album.
Right.
Contract came. I signed it. I'm on my way to a photo shoot, and
so the money from the deal was how you was getting by?
No, because I just signed the contract, so I didn't get the money for the deal yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how I was getting by was hustling first, before the deal came, and before the contract and all that. That's how I was getting by, like that.
Okay, so now the second opportunity came.
Yes.
Tell me about that. So
the second opportunity came, and to be honest, not to really, bad blood with nobody. The guys is my boys. You know what I mean? They showed me love. They gave me the platform. I just didn't like the second contract. You know what I mean? It was a 360 deal, and I just felt I was a little worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about RZA's a busy man. He means well. He ain't try to me over. He ain't try to do none of that. He looked out for me. You know what I mean? I was a younger brother from the hood. He seen I had potential, and he reached his arm out and tried to help me. And within business, it's never personal, and he didn't draw that up himself. It was drawn up by the people who work for him. You know what I mean? But another thing that I had to realize is, when you're trying to get signed, what labels want, they want you to have a following already, a bigger buzz. You know what I mean? They want to make sure that they can get their money back. So everybody feels like, oh, I get signed, I want $1 million. You got to show them you get that $1 million back. If you're not worth it and you can't prove it, that's like having a connect. If you ain't got you never sold drugs, why the connect going to give you the shit on the arm?
Right.
So basically, I had to get my name up like that. So with the God Daddy looked out for me. He threw me on soundtracks, albums. I went on tours like that, and he helped me get my buzz up like that. And then pandemic hit, and just he's a busy dude. He started doing his movies like that, and we lost contact with each other, and I just went independent, started my own label, opened my own studio. Everything that they taught me and I learned from them, I started doing on my own. So now, I got my own projects, my own shit I'm working on, and shit I'm about to put out, and shit that I have put out, that I have done, and it was really a learning experience of the whole situation. You know what I mean? So there's no bad blood. They didn't do me wrong. Those are my older brothers, and they always show love, and they continue to show love, and I appreciate them. You know what I mean? Like that.
For artists that don't know what a 360 looks like, what does it look like? Like, what's on that contract?
A 360 deal is a deal that they in your fucking pocket. Everything. Like, if you get the nickel bag is sold in the park, they get a percentage type.
Right.
But nah, 360 deal is really basically the label gets half your show money, half your merchandise money, or whatever percentage you work out with them, and it's just like, to me, it's like being spent. You know what I mean? Because it's like you owe them, you got to make their money back, and then it's like, just, I don't know, it's just a bad situation. Like, you don't really want a 360 deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is what I learned from my lawyer and other artists out there who had those type of deals, and it wasn't really a good deal. But how could you expect a good deal if you don't have the big following and you can't prove you can make the money back that you're asking for? You know what I mean?
So now you're looking at this 360 contract. What made you decide to sign this contract?
I'm being told that I didn't sign that one.
You didn't sign it?
No.
Okay. Did anybody trying to convince you to sign it?
No.
Yeah.
No, they told me to have my lawyer look at it, and I did, and I re-advised it, and my lawyer re-advised it, and then it just, from there, like I said, the pandemic hit, and nothing happened after that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, look, I look at it this way. As nice as I am, the way the industry is right now, like still right now, the reason why I don't have a deal to this day is because I don't have 1 million views. I don't have 500,000 fans like that. Like, I don't have that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still on the come up. You know what I mean? And I realized that I gotta work hard. And the best way to do it now is independent. Like, you don't really need a label. You know what I mean? You gotta invest in yourself and do the things you gotta do, you know what I mean, to get what you want. Like that.
Let me ask you, would you say you're an affiliate of the Wu?
I wouldn't say affiliate, I would say a younger brother.
Okay, so now you have that label. Does it take you anywhere different in the industry? Like, does it put you in a higher position? Like, if you reach out and say, listen, Hue Hef, I was affiliated with the Wu or whatever.
In the beginning it did. And so it's a new world. It's a new world, and the guys are legends. You know what I mean? The younger generation don't really understand that. Some of them may not know who they are, and you see where the music is at now. So it helps in a way when I'm talking to the older crowd. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's all on me.
Right.
I can't really try to gain notoriety or gain shine off of the work that those brothers put in. You know what I mean? So I don't really try to use that to my advantage, because how can I?
Okay. So as an independent artist, when you're featured on like the Meth Lab, is there a contract involved, or you just do it out of love?
Man, those are my brothers. They never me over. I made money off those albums, you know what I mean? And yeah, there's royalties and BMI and all that. Like, yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Everything has always been fair with that situation.
Right. Okay. Now, I heard a story about you. I guess you were a kid, and you actually took a murder charge, or you was charged with murder.
Yeah. So I was 14 years old, and I was hanging out with the guys, the big bros, and Park Hill's different, man. It's like, the way we grew up in our mind, like, we all wanted to be tough. You wanted to be down, and like everybody, I don't want to say too much. We got to be careful, but if you're not one of them ones and you're not a shooter, you wasn't really respected like that. You know what I mean? So I'm around the big bros. I had it on me. And
But take us to where this started. Like, you was just hanging out on the block, or
yeah, so we was in Park Hill that day. We was chilling, and we ended up hopping in the cab, going to the Berry Homes to see some girls. And
that's always a problem.
yeah, and we went to go see some girls. So I had it on me in case it was a situation, and then we had a weirdo with us.
Yeah.
And the weirdo was a confidential informant, but we didn't know that back then. You know what I mean? And he didn't leave with us, and we didn't find that funny. But next thing you know, we in a cab going home. Cops pull us over. I get back with the joint like that, and I held it down. I ain't gonna say, yo, it wasn't mine, it's not mine. I held it down. Like, where we from, like, you got to be solid. And it had a body on it, but I didn't catch the body.
Oh, wait, hold up. So you get arrested, and they took you to the precinct.
Yeah.
Give me the time between being at the precinct, being in jail, and finding out there was a body on the gun. Like, what between that?
Okay, so I held it down. We in the precinct like that. Niggas is horse playing, laughing, talking like that. We think it's sweet. I'm young. I'm not thinking nothing's really gonna happen. And then I go to family court. Everybody else go to big court because I was 14, and I got remanded. And I was like, oh, it's real. You know what I mean? They sent me to Spofford. I think it was called. They changed the name to Bridges. This is 2001, and I found out that it was a body on a gun. So my mom's got me a lawyer, paid lawyer, and fought that. And the reason why I didn't have to, take the body, I didn't catch the body, and I took a citywide exam around the time that the murder was committed, and it was like down south or somewhere. I don't know where the was at, and that's how I didn't get charged with that murder. But I fought the charge from in jail. Well, not jail, that's juvenile jail, but it's a young kid jail, you know what I mean? It's still jail, but it's a little different from prison. And I came home and did 5 years probation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But was that a bad decision you made? Because I'm hearing that you actually took that
Charge
because you want to be a part of something, or?
No, it's not that I wanted to be a part of something. It's just regular street shit. Like, if I got your camera and your camera's illegal,
right,
and I got your camera all day, I'm playing with it, and I get caught with your camera, what I'm gonna say is yours.
right.
That's a rat. And I don't have none of that in my body. You know what I mean? So that's what it really was. I held it down. And because I held it down and I was an official young niggas with me, you know what I mean? And about the gay shit and all that, that was all pre-planned that I wanted to do because as a child, I was trying to fit in. I was trying to get my name up. I wanted to be that gangster, you know what I mean? Just like every other kid out here, you know what I mean? I was thinking different, you know what I mean? I was young, respectfully.
What was it like working with Raekwon? Were you in the studio with him, or did they send the track to you?
So I knew Ray for years. Shout out to Ray. And I think the track, how we did that track? Yeah, the track was sent to me for the Wu album. No, that track was actually part of my album. That track was part of my album first.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious. That was part of my album, and they sent it to Ray. Ray kept it, and they sent it back, and I'm like, oh nah, yeah, Math was in charge of that Wu album, and Math was running the show at that time, and that came out fire. I was also on Lesson Learned with Redman and Deck, and 3 verses on the record don't really last, and I'm not Deck or motherfucking Red, so they took me off of that one and put that one out, but they kept me on Fast and Furious.
Right.
I kept that one too, but I felt they should have put that remix out with me on there. You know what I mean? But it just didn't happen that way. But it's all good. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. So I think on Fast and Furious, you said by 6 a.m. you sold all your packs and shit.
Yeah.
Did you have to hustle though? Back then, did you
Back
have to
then,
hustle? Because a lot of people hustle because the opportunity is there, but
Yeah.
they don't have to hustle. Did you have to hustle?
I'm gonna say this. My mom's and my father. My mom's was a great mother. My father was a good father, and I was a kid. So did I have to hustle as a teenager, as a child? No, but I wanted to because I wanted nice things. When you were kid, when the parents, as a parent, and you got 3 kids and you taking care of a household, could you really buy your child $1,000 pair of sneakers and shit like that? Nah, you know what I mean. And if you could, even if you could, you wouldn't.
Right.
You know what I mean, because you have priorities. But I wanted the nice things. I wanted to be fly. I wanted to have all that. So I did it. Then when I became older and got on my own, I really had to. After high school, I got a job, and when I got that job, back in the day, back around that time, it was $10 an hour. After taxes, I made like $300 after that week. I'm like, y'all make more than that. Hey, never hustled. I never went back to a job again for like another 20 years or something like that.
Right.
It wasn't until after my last previous case, I just got up for probation 2022. It wasn't until, when I caught that last case, 2017, is when I really got a job and really learned how to work and, you know what I mean, and keep a job and, never look back. Like, my little indictment with the direct sale and all that up. You know what I mean? Judge Myers wanted to give me 10 years. Like, you know what I mean? If I would have violated, he would have gave me the maximum of 10 years. So, I ain't really, not really into that no more. You know what I mean? I'm still a hustler, but I hustle different things now. I'm a businessman. You know what I mean? Got a studio, label. You still do my music, party promotions, different things like that and work. You know what I mean?
Right. When the 2 cops passed away, what was that day like in Staten Island? Were you around for that?
I was around for that, and
what was that day like?
That day was crazy because my childhood friend was just put on the news with a mass hunt for him. I used to live on Laurel Avenue, and I remember the police beating Jesse up, J-Dot beating him up, locking him up, seeing O on the ferry. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with those guys, you know what I mean? And I still talk to Rated R right now. That's my boy. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? It's crazy. That was a crazy day. It's a day I never forget. I think that day changed our history.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like all our peers, because you know how police do. They turned it into an indictment and locked 13, 14, 15 niggas up.
Right.
And next thing you know, all our friends is gone. You know what I mean? So that shit changed us.
Did they lock Staten Island down to where you can't get off? Or
you couldn't get off. They locked the bridge down. They turned the ferry around. And it was crazy. Police every block, everywhere. I never seen so much detectives running around our hood like that. Like, I would say it felt like the National Guard came out.
Right.
It was crazy that day. It was.
Yeah. Okay, so what direction are you trying to go with music now?
So, I'm lyrical, man. I got bars. I'm on it like that. But I make the new too. You know what I mean? I like to have fun with music, and it's nothing I can't do. I write R&B for artists. I write raps for artists that's out there. Thinking about writing for people who don't want to say names like that because that it's not good for business.
Right.
Nobody will buy music from you. But write for people. I still rap. The direction I'm going is more mainstream, but I still love the underground boom bap. Hip hop shit, that's me. That's what we grew up doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, so I noticed you do a lot of features. Why is that?
Everybody want to make music with me. I got bars, know what I mean? I'm one of them ones, man. Everybody want to make music with me, but it's always good to make features. It's always good to work with different people. That's how I got my name up as a child, you know what I mean? As a teenager, like, before social media and all of that shit, I had a name for myself. I was on 106 in Park, 2005. Shout out to Fess. Fess actually plugged me in with that.
Shout out to Fess.
Yeah, Fess was supposed to do it.
Right.
But at the time, Fess didn't want to do it. To him, that was like some bubble gum.
Right.
and he thought it was perfect for me because I was a teenager.
Right.
And I did it. And I battled Bo Dale from Chicago. Me and him still cool. Shout out to Bo Dale. And to be totally honest, what it was, first round I killed it. We went to commercial and came back, and I didn't want to slip. I didn't remember my verse. And I didn't want to slip, so I started freestyling, trying to remember the verse. And you only got like 36 seconds,
Right.
or 60 seconds, or 30 seconds, or some shit like that for the bars. And by the time I tried to remember the verse, it was over. And I'm freestyling and trying to remember something at the same time. What I was saying is like it wasn't hitting because I wasn't talking because I'm trying to remember something. So I that pack up for myself, man.
Right.
But I was on there, and that was crazy. It was a learning experience for me. First time on a big setting like that. I've been on TV before, like commercial as a child. You know what I mean? I did a commercial for an adoption agency. You know, I always had talent, man, whether it was acting, rapping, you know, Final Call Back on Sesame Street. I was supposed to do Sesame Street, and another thing, you know, I study in my lines.
As a kid, or
as a kid?
Yeah.
As
so
a
they
kid.
were trying to turn you into a child star.
I mean, my mom's.
Right.
She seen it in me,
Right.
and she wanted the best for me.
Okay.
And so she had, you know, different plugs and connects, and that's what she wanted. But you know, that's what I wanted too. But it just didn't happen. God had a different plan for me. You know what I mean?
You said you put like a project out a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Tell me about that project.
Project is called Agony. Produced a lot of production from my boy P Dot, and that was a crazy project. It's still on that Piff actually, but I had it on all platforms. And before I knew about, you know, music and streaming and all that, I put it up thinking it's gonna be up there forever. And I was supposed to, I think, pay again or some shit like that, and I didn't because I didn't see the email. I'm bad checking emails. When you get 100,000 junk mails, you don't know what's what.
Yeah.
And they took the project down. I'm like, what the f***? They took my shit down. So I'm going to put it back up. But, yeah, you know, that's what happened with that project. But it was good. It did great on that Piff. 50,000 views on that Piff. A lot of downloads, you know, it was promoted right. You know what I mean? I had a good DJ. I don't know why I don't remember the DJ's name right now. He's my boy. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm bugging him. You know, too much going on. He smoked so much weed in here, I caught contact.
For real. But is there a new project?
Flip Side. Sorry, DJ Flip Side, my boy. Shout out to him.
All right. Is there a new project coming out that you're working on?
Yeah, so I got an album coming out, you know what I mean, soon. And I got Meth on the project. I got Lou Got Cash, Capadonna, Mac Wilds, Hell Rel, Hands On, Cortez, the battle rapper, Sean Figures from Conglomerate, a few different people. You know, there's been talks of me and Ghost doing something, but that we ain't do that yet.
Right.
But I do have records with Ghostface that's out there. You know what I mean? You know, tap in, man. Hue Hef, Hue-Hef. Google my name or throw me in on YouTube. I got a lot of different music up out there, man. You know, I'm out there circulating. But all this new is when y'all really gonna get to hear the substance and really see who I am and how crazy I go. You know what I mean?
Right. But I definitely think you're a dope artist.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And that solo project you just mentioned, it seems like a lot of features. I want to hear more of you.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
Even I know everybody's doing one verse or two verse. You know what I'm saying? The features are cool. You know, one or two songs, but definitely want to hear more.
Thank you. I appreciate it. The reason why I had a few features is because like I said, I'm trying to get my name up out there a lot more. And when people who don't know me, they may see some of their favorite artists on there. I figured like they be like, oh, what's this? And gravitate to it, and then I'll make a new fan.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, you know, those are the features I got. And I got a mixtape as well that I'm putting out. I have a single, Me and Weather Park. That's the son of the late Old Dirty Bastard. It's my brother. I work with a lot of second generation Wu.
Young Dirty.
Yeah. No, Young Dirty is Old Dirty Bastard's son too, but his younger brother, Weather Park.
Oh, okay.
That's a young boy from Brooklyn. doing this thing.
Gotcha.
Me and him got a record. We got 2 records. And he got a new single out right now with Meph's daughter, Shy, which is fire.
Right.
Shout out to her. I work with a lot of the Wu kids, and I feel like all of us, we are the second generation of Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? We all from the same hood. A lot of us are related. You know what I mean? Me, they my family because I grew up under them. You know what I mean? And they treat me like a little brother. They always speak knowledge. Always, each one teach one. There's always never no bad blood. There's always love like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like I said, we the next generation, man. And Wu-Tang is for the children. Even though we ain't kids no more, Wu-Tang is for the children. Right. You know what I mean? And now it's the generation under us doing their thing now. You know what I mean? And shout out to them. It's our time to get that knowledge and feed them and, teach them like that.
Right. Does it bother you when people talk bad about Wu, especially a lot of people from Staten Island? Because it seems like there's always some type of rivalry or some type of issues with the Wu.
It don't bother me because it don't really have nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? And like I said, those are my big bros. So of course I'm always going, respect them and have they back like that. But it don't bother me because everybody has different relationships. You know what I mean? Like if somebody I'm cool with has a problem with them, that's their problem. Like I'm not gonna get involved in that. You know what I mean? And in this industry, man, you're gonna make a lot of enemies and you're gonna make a lot of friends. Right. Me, I'm one of the most coolest guys you can meet. And I don't make problems. I don't have a lot of enemies, but somehow I still make them. Right. You know what I mean? So that just comes with the game. That comes with being great. Right. You know what I mean? If you don't have haters or you don't have enemies, you ain't doing something right. You know what I mean? So,
But you think maybe, let's say, for example, they look at you different if you're chopping it up with somebody who's going at them. You do a song with somebody who's going at them or going at one of the members. You think they look at you different? Like, why?
Well, I never done a song with nobody who's going at them. You know what I mean? Not that I know of.
Right.
Or I mean, and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, you know what I mean? But like I said, like if I'm friends with somebody and we all know each other, we all from Park Hill. So if it's somebody from the hood who got a problem with them, that ain't got shit to do with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm on my business.
Yeah.
But the outsiders better not talk about my brothers like that. Yeah, I ain't from out here, I mean, watch y'all about. That's shit that got your butt smacked.
Right. Yeah, definitely. But I wanted to ask you about, they told me Staten Island was divided. You ever heard that?
I ain't gonna lie, Staten Island is just like everywhere else, man. And the only place we come together is prison. A lot of niggas don't with each other, and it's crazy because we all grew up with each other. You know, there's only a handful of hoods out here. You know what I mean? But everybody's on timing. Staten Island is not an easy borough.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's small, maybe smaller than Brooklyn, maybe smaller than Harlem or the other 4 boroughs. But you'll get lost out here. You know what I mean? A lot of people come out here thinking it's different and don't make it home. So as far as divided, somewhat it is. But for the most part, it depends on which generation. A lot of the young niggas is beefing. We used to go through that, but as adults now, a lot of us has passed that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Different. Like back in the days, my generation was beefing with the new. Now when I new meaning New Brighton, another section of Staten Island. Now when I see them dudes, we embrace each other. You know what I mean? We laugh and talk, and there's no beef, there's no animosity. But our young boys is going at it. You know what I mean? And we hate that, but it's evolution. This is what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What hood in Staten Island have the best hustlers, the best girls?
I'm gonna say I'm Park Hill to the death, so I'm always gonna say my hood, Park Hill. We different. You know what I mean? We get to it. My boys, you know what I mean? They get the money, we fly and all that. But shout out to the harbor. Shout out to the harbor. They do the same, you know what I mean? New Brighton, you know what I mean? The West is thugged out. Arlington thugged out. You know, the other hoods out there, you know, but I give it to us. I give it to the Hill. But I ain't gonna lie, the harbor had the women.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know, it's always like that in every hood. We grew up with the chicks from the Hill, so even though we may fuck with them sometimes, we not really looking at them. When we see chicks from other hoods, we want them. The harbor and the new. The new got the chicks too, you know what I mean? So
you could tell the difference. Like just look at a girl
you
or
tell
a
where she's
dude
from.
and say, yeah, he's from Park Hill, he's from Stapleton. Like
It used to be kind of like that as far as the slang, as far as how people talk, different words. Like if somebody, you know, be like, yo God. New Brighton was still on that shit for years after Park Hill was stop that shit and all that. Different slang, different slogans. You know, you can tell where somebody's from. But, you know, now with the young boys, no disrespect to the young boys, all the young boys look alike. The dreads and the Pooh Shiesties and the Nike Techs.
Yeah.
You don't know where the these niggas is from.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to y'all, man. No, know what I mean? Do y'all thing, man. I mean, shout out to the young boys out there. No hate against y'all, you know what I mean? You know, it's just get to the bag, man. You know what I mean? Like, it get crazy out here. Niggas hate when I get positive, but I'm on my positive shit, man. That war shit ain't. All you gonna do is go to jail. You know what I mean? God forbid, lose your life out here. And that shit is whack, my nigga. When we gonna start to live and get some money? You know what I mean? Like to me, I'm never gonna go to jail again. You know what I mean? I'm never, like, unless I have to defend myself or my family and it calls for that, I don't ever see myself going to jail again. I don't ever see myself hurting somebody unless I have to. You know what I mean? I'm still a man and I still have pride and I still have morals and I still big on protecting my name. I always been solid. Like, I ain't no punk, no rat, none of that. I always been solid, you know what I mean? And I'm always gonna stay that way to the end.
The song you did with Ghostface, Feds, right?
Yes.
Was there a contract involved in that, or it's just?
Well, it was a soundtrack, so yeah, it was a contract involved in that one, and it was for a soundtrack of the movie Cutthroat City.
Tell me about the contract, if you remember.
Honestly, I don't remember the contract period, but it's definitely a contract. As in, I still got all my contracts that I ever had in my emails, but it was fair. It was fair. It wasn't no bullshit, you know what I mean? Shout out to RZA on that. Like I said, RZA show love. RZA ain't try to me over never.
Right.
I mean, all he ever did was try to help me.
That's crazy, man. Because you know, I hear a lot of
people say different, right?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but I guess he chooses people. You know, because I'm like, it can't be possible that everybody, so many people, has issues with him. You know, even some of the members. Money issues.
I've heard stories, but you know what? I can't talk on that because I don't know.
Right.
I don't know for sure. I just know my run-ins with him. It was love.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he tried to help me. He tried his best to help me, and he did help me. You know what I mean? So I'm forever grateful. You know what I mean? Nobody owes you nothing in this world. So for somebody of that caliber to reach out and say, "Yo, pull up, yo, put you on this. I do that for you." Thank you.
If you should reach out to, let's say, Ray, Ghost, to be on your project, would they charge you or
no?
Why you don't do it?
Well, I was just talking with about Ghost getting on my project, and Ghost said he got me. So, you know, like I said, I got shit. Meth is on my project and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, those are my big brothers. They want to help me. They want to see me win.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? They brought me out on shows. They put me out on their albums. You know what I mean? And I made money with that. You know what I mean? But you got to remember, like, how much money you expect to make off of albums if you're not Jay-Z, if you're not a big celebrity. I made the right money I was supposed to make, but like I said, I don't have the 500,000 followers and shit like that.
But do you really need that though?
I mean, you need at least some type of following. You need some type of fan base to make that money. As far as independently putting these projects out and shit like that, and then having fans and shit like that. But as far as what you're saying, I got off the topic. But as far as you saying is about making say that again, like reaching out to the guys, getting on shit. They always got my back. They always just jump on some shit.
You know who has a dope hustle from Staten Island? Pachino.
Okay.
When it comes to selling merch and music, dope hustle, and I always support him.
Okay.
He'll put out physical CDs.
Yeah.
He'll put out vinyls, but he'll do it by pre-orders.
That's
you know
fire. And the reason why, I mean, what I would do, if I was to put out something, I would put out flash drives.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have CD players, don't even come in cars no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Vinyls.
But what I'm saying is, I know that, but just to support him, just to have something physical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing against him for doing that. That's cool. That's dope because some people are still into that.
Yeah.
But just me changing with times, like I've done a lot of merch. I've done shirts that said your baby mama's favorite fat nigga.
Right.
Those went crazy. You know what I mean? My Hue Hef logo with the Wu Tang money. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
I put shirts out with this. My company Route Music. I have a logo of the interstate I-278 symbol that says Route Music, and you know Staten Island, we part of I-278.
Right.
Exit 13, Clove Road, Park Hill, Tar-G Street. So I've also sold merch on tour with the Wu and made money off of that. So I definitely do merch, and I'm thinking about doing a clothing line and shit like that for the big guys, you know.
Right.
I'm your baby mama's favorite fat nigga, and these niggas don't make clothes that I can fit.
Right.
And we tired of that. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta look out for us. Fat lives matter.
For real.
Nah, I'm joking though, man. I'm comfortable in my own skin, man. I just lost 100 pounds.
Oh.
I'm in the gym every day, and I'm who I am, you know what I mean?
Man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
That's dope. Definitely hard work right there.
I'm outside, man. I'm a regular dude. I'm still, still moving, still out there. And y'all niggas can't f with me with these bars, man. Come on, man. Give me my flowers, man.
You want to spit something for them?
Yeah, no problem. And shout out to Sodium.
Yeah.
Dark Sodium, you know what I mean? Thank you for the opportunity. I need everybody to tap into this, you know what I mean? And keep supporting, you know what I mean? Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing, because we all we got. And I want to say one more thing before I spit these bars. On my Instagram, I might got like almost 8,000 followers, right? But I had 30,000 views in the last 20 days. That's a bunch of looking ass niggas.
Yeah.
Like something, share something. It don't make you a if you like my post or like that. I also know because I'm so lyrical, I have a lot of hate.
Right.
A lot of niggas, let me put this on silent. A lot of niggas but don't when they see me as Wild Love and I turn around as though that fat nigga think he all that. And why? Because I got balls, or because I'm confident in myself, or because I'm doing my thing, or I may be doing a little more than you. We all got the same 24. Like, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I'm around rappers all the time. They got my net worth on their neck.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's motivation. Like, when I see people doing good, I love it. You know what I mean? The other day, a dude pulled up in a sour apple Urus, like Lambo truck. And I'm like, yo, that's fire. I'm like, yo, bro, take care of that. He's like, yo, thank you. I'm like, yo, bro, what you do? You know, no disrespect. And I don't know what you do for a living. I just wanted to know.
Right.
And he was into like the Forex, trading money and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up, man. Keep doing your thing. He looked like he was signed. I mean, he looked like he was a big time rapper, Jules, all that.
Once you're black, people always think that.
Yeah,
you're an athlete or you're a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, he was doing his the right way. So shout out to him. Now, let's get to these bars, man. Tell them niggas fall back. Better not touch another grand. Got my Catalina with me. She gonna kill another man. Heartbroken, paranoid. First time I killed a man, I'm dead if he live. I gotta do it, and I need these bands. Let me chill, man. I'm over it. Probably it's blood splatter like you shooing when you over the body. I got credit like I'm over at Mom's. funny like Martin. I bring the pain, nigga, over to Tommy. So you better go, boy. For you be a dope boy. You a Johnson. You got a tag on your toe, boy. Put some bread on your shrimps. You a fucking po' boy. I'm fucking rap. You think Hugh play timid? I got aim, but I'll roll up and squeeze like my toothpaste finish. You funny fat niggas. Look at something like Grimace. You know Hue Hef. I'm always after the spinach. Look, you see the jewels, man, it always get crazy. That's why your baby mama going half on the baby. Pain in the ass, nigga. You pay me on that dark sodium cash. You know I get crazy, nigga. Shout out to my guys in the building. Fucking Verrazano villain in the building. You know what's up. You know what I mean? We outside, man. Sodium, baby. Easy.